and we're leaving Niagara. We ought to have really gone back, took some pictures in the daylight before we went, but it meant going over the bridge again. However, we've got a long way to go. We're going back to New York, going through New England and Connecticut, and seeing what we can see on the way. We're probably staying somewhere on the way overnight. We saw some of these Roy Rogers rest areas, and you can get a meal there if you wish. There was all pictures of Roy Rogers inside, and of course very popular cowboy in his day. Well, the sun is shining, and it was pretty much like that all the way as we headed towards New York. I think we skirted Boston. And these are some of the pictures en route. Of course, we are travelling through New England, and we're a little bit late for all the leaves, the golden brown leaves. We did see some on the way, and we saw a few of these and all. I think that's the Hudson River. Yeah, I believe that was the Hudson River. There's the sign, and these signs are telling us we're getting towards Boston. There are some nice colour leaves on the trees in the distance. And we're joining quite a lot of traffic here. But it was a beautiful day, but very cold. "25 to 3" was that? 60 miles an hour. Cruising along nicely. And here we're coming to a toll booth. We're going to pay. Oh, you either get a ticket here and pay when you get off, or you pay first. Anyway, we're going through. You get these when you're entering different states as well. So where are we now? We're in Massachusetts. Not quite sure where we are now. This could be the town of Winchester.
Go the same way you came in.
Bit bumpy. There's some golden leaves on the left, and the traffic is getting quite heavy now in this town. It might be the town of Lee. I don't know. We stayed at a small town.
Is that where you came from? Right, Keith?
You can see all the golden leaves there.
Whereabouts was that one?
When we first came in.
No, but you've got to be
It's on your...
Yes, it is the town of Lee, because we stayed here at the Sunset Motel. And there it is. So we stayed overnight here. And the following morning, me and Keith got up, and it was thick frost. We only stayed there one night, and this is before 8:30 in the morning. And people are going to work, and there's a frost about. It's not a trolley bus that we know, like with wires going up onto cables. You know, it's not that kind of a trolley bus. There's an exercise bike somebody left in the front garden. Most of the houses are made of wood. And the sun was really brilliant that morning. Must be honest people around here, because they can leave anything out. So you get fined if you get across the road and you shouldn't be doing. Nice little church in Lee. We just thought we'd go on a walkabout before breakfast. Yes, there's some fine looking shops there. You may wonder at this stage why you keep seeing me dressed in those trousers and coat. Well, the coat keeps me warm, and I only took one coat with me. And I wore those trousers because you're travelling all the time, and you don't want anything decent on to get creased up, sat on your backside all day. So that's why I seem to be dressed more or less the same in most of these pictures. In the cold areas, but it was more comfortable to do that. There's an old bandstand near a river at the back of the post office in Lee. And there's a railway line going across that stream, a railway bridge. Doesn't that look icy and cold? Yes, there's lovely old houses there. All frosty leaves on the floor, casting big shadows, the sun is, at this time of the morning. And it is November, and they've got the Halloween equipment out there. You see the frost on the cars? The fire engine dashing through. Take a closer look at that church. shortly. That's over there, that building over there is a funeral parlour. Right opposite the church. It's 5 to 8 already. And we haven't done a breakfast yet. And we're at the railway crossing now. We didn't see a train coming, and the school buses are arriving to pick the children up. There's thousands of them in America, thousands of them. They're all run by the state. And I'm filming down the track. But there ain't nothing coming that way or that way. So we'll take a closer look at the church.
Well, folks, it's now Friday morning, the 6th of November. As you can see, me and Mike are out filming on this beautiful crisp morning. Temperature's just about freezing. There was a frost this morning when we got up. And we've taken you on a walk around the town of Lee, which is in Massachusetts, in New England, in the United States of America. We've had a beautiful time. We've been to Niagara Falls, we've been to Toronto. We had a look at the Finger Lake region of New York State. Really enjoying the holiday at present. Done just over 1,000 miles so far, and we're now heading back through the state of Massachusetts towards Boston and then down to New York. Arriving in New York hopefully Saturday sometime. So we're going to take you for a view around New York, Manhattan, Statue of Liberty, and hopefully other places of interest.
Yeah, well, there you are. There's Keith telling us all about where we are and what we've been doing. But tomorrow we'll be on our way to... And the following day it was another warm and sunny day. Well, I say warm, it wasn't that warm. The sun was out, and that's how it is in that area in November. It's pretty cold out, but the sun was shining, so we weren't grumbling. As we press on towards New York, we came across this old country store, and we stopped for a few minutes and went inside. It was a really old country store, just as it was in the old days, it looked to me, in this small little village. And these are the interior of the shop. Well, outside they had apples and stuff like that and a rocking chair, but inside it was quite different from the normal run-of-the-mill shop. It was really old-fashioned, and there was lots of little bits and bobs to look at, and there was a little cafeteria in the corner. And it was quite interesting, that, so we enjoyed stopping there for a few minutes break. Before we left, Eve had a word with this policewoman sat outside the store, and then we were on our way once more.
Oh, great.
So off we go, with the police car in front of us. And we eventually came to another place that looked interesting, so we stopped off and looked round there as well. I think it was just round this bend. And over that bridge. There's a general store at the bottom there, the bridge. The bridge looks in need of a coat of paint, but it was quite busy in this area. Lots of vehicles coming and going, and that water don't half look cold. Pat's been for a stroll round. It's getting mighty busy on this corner. We'd actually been to a shop where them lorries are coming from that direction, sold garden ornaments and that, we'd look round there, but I didn't film anything there. Police car again over there, got somebody for speeding. They're very strict about it over there. So and it's on we go. And we're in the state of Connecticut.
Yeah.
The car radio is on as we're travelling along. No other traffic about. And we eventually come to Winchester, which reminds me of a film called Winchester 73. Once again, houses are all done in wood, and occasionally you can see the nice red and golden leaves in the fall, what's left of it. So this is Winchester. There's the rifle, famous Winchester, on the statue. A war memorial. And here we are at the cemetery. Very nice cemetery. All the dead leaves on the ground. Nice, peaceful, tranquil picture. Quiet, isn't it? In the autumn sun. Yes, I enjoyed Winchester. A very nice stop off that. But it's time to move on again, and here we are waiting for Keith to get back in the car. I'm putting the camera on the other side, and off we go again. Well, we're not going to get to New York on this day, but it's nice having a look at the scenery on the way. We eventually came to a place called Stamford, and we stayed there for a couple of 3 nights. So enjoy the journey. You'll notice along here quite a number of those school buses, one after the other. As I explained before, there's quite a lot in America. Now we'll just turn off and join in the road into Stamford.